Konnichiwa. My name's Tully. I'm going to Japan, and you're coming with me.
I'm fine. Okay, guys. So we are finished with.金閣寺Temple. That was really awesome. I expected to be, and it still somehow blew my expectations away. Definitely come here if you have the chance to get to Kyoto. So we bought a few souvenirs, and now I got to figure out what else to do with the rest of the day. I think it might be wiser to see more stuff because we're kind of in the north. Kinkakuji is more north of Kyoto Station, which is right around where we're staying. So we'll see. I'll let you know what we do. Okay, guys, so we got an energy drink, a Dekavita C. I believe it is caffeine free. Let's open it and see how it tastes. Dr. Boss. It's carbonated, a little sour, not terribly sweet, sort of a malty molasses flavor. I want to say I've actually had this in the US, but I've never seen a can this big. Usually it's in kind of a small glass bottle. Yeah, so we're going to go to Ryoan-ji, which is another Buddhist temple that's nearby, and it's got really cool manicured rock gardens. And we're actually going to walk. If you take the bus, it's 14 minutes, and if you walk, it's 18 minutes. Bus isn't expensive, but it's just like, I don't want to get out of a crowded bus. I want to explore, so 4 extra minutes, we'll just walk. Omura wa usu. We sell omu rice, or rice and omelet, usually with ketchup on top. Classic Japanese comfort food. And something I just realized, I think the name of Dekavita C is a pun. Deka is from dekai, which is huge, and then Vita C is vitamin C, which it has a lot of. A lot of Japanese products their names are puns and stuff like that. And just the way the language works, there's fewer different sounds in it than a lot of other languages, so you just trip over homophones. And this shows in their humor by a lot of their humor, stand-up comedy, consisting of wordplay and mishearings and stuff like that. Kind of funny. Okay, we've got a sign for Ryoanji Temple. Not too much further up the road. Oh, a Ferrari 458. How about that? Okay, guys, here we are at Ryoan-ji. Looks like there's parking as well if you need it. And let's get inside.
You walk in through this beautiful grove of trees. In May, there was green foliage everywhere you looked. I didn't take much video between the entrance and the famous rock garden, so let's get right to it. The garden at Ryoanji was built around 1500 AD. The sign at the entrance says the rock garden consists simply of 15 rocks laid out into a bed of white gravel. They express spiritual enlightenment and can tell us infinite teachings. I can't comment on the infinite teachings, but the starkness of the garden invites you to fill its negative space with pondering. From superficial questions like, why exactly 15 rocks? Why were they laid out exactly this way? To deeper ones like, what's our purpose? Why do bad things happen to good people? Is any of this even real? What should I eat for lunch? We'll answer that one shortly. The rocks themselves are speculated to symbolize islands in the ocean, or a tigress and her cubs crossing a river. They look like ships to me. What do you see? Before we move on, I'll tell you a cool fact. The rocks are arranged so that you can't see all 15 at once, from any angle. Rewind the video and try it. This imperfection is intentional. 15 is regarded to be a number of perfection in Buddhism, and the fact that we can only see 14 at once reminds us that no one is perfect, and everyone sees from a limited perspective. I stayed here for a while and thought about things. Look up behind you, a dragon! Oh, it's a painting. My bad. If you're looking at the garden, these paintings are right behind you, inside the temple that the rock garden is attached to. They were painted by Morihiro Hosokawa, who was Prime Minister of Japan from 1993 to 94. They depict the lifespan of a dragon in 9 stages, from birth to adulthood to old age. Paintings on sliding door panels is a traditional art form called fusuma-e, and it dates back to at least as early as 760 AD. After this, I explored the grounds of Ryoan-ji. They're verdant and serene. They make for a great way to get some air and refresh your mind after seeing the stark and barren rock garden. The grounds are much bigger and yet more intimate and natural feeling than the grounds of金閣寺, where we went last episode. When you're walking around Ryoanji's grounds, there's enough space to spread out enough from the other guests that you hear birdsong instead of camera shutters. Eventually, the sound of my stomach growling grew louder than the birds, so I bought some souvenirs at the gift shop and moved on.
Okay guys, so we actually haven't had any lunch. We just finished up at Ryoanji, and that was pretty cool overall. Ooh, an RX-7. Nice. Anyway, so for Ryoanji, the rock garden, super cool. The other gardens, they were okay. They were good, not great. I'd say if you're in a hurry, just do the rock garden, skip the other ones. I'm getting pretty hungry, so we're going to go to this place called Kinu. Hopefully we can get in. If we get peckish later, maybe we can go to the Kyoto craft beer company. I don't feel like trying the izakayas again tonight, just because it's Sunday, it's still the weekend. Maybe it'll be a little less busy, but I just don't think our experience of trying to get in somewhere to eat is going to be too much different. So tomorrow's Monday, should be okay. Tomorrow we're going to go to sort of east of Kyoto, in and near the Gion district, which is where all the Maiko and geisha live and work. So we're going to go to Kiyomizu-dera, Clearwater Temple, and a few other places. I'm going to keep on walking, and hopefully I'll see you at Kinu.
So I got the hamburger set for 1,350 yen and a glass of sake for 520 yen, a total of 1,870 yen, or about $13 US. It came with the patty, a fried egg on top, and demi-glace sauce. It was tender, meaty, mildly sweet and salty, and not overly tart. The miso soup was hot, salty, and savory. I'm not usually a fan of potato salad, but this was fresh, light, and pleasantly starchy. The salad was super fresh and came with a mild vinaigrette. And now for the good stuff.
The sake has a really light and refreshing taste and fragrance. Yeah, it's dry, but not super strong in any way. A little bit creamy. But nice.
Man, that was good. And the lady in there was super nice. I'd totally recommend you guys go there.
Belly full, I walked to the bus stop to catch our ride home.
Okay guys, so we stopped off at the hotel for a little while, recharged the phone and dropped off our souvenirs. It's almost 6:30 and I saw a craft beer place as we were crossing through the basement of Kyoto Station from where the bus dropped us off. Had a few more gaijin in it than I would have liked, but at this point, given our experience last night trying to get into a real Japanese bar, a real Japanese izakaya, I think we're somewhere in between beggars and choosers in terms of eating out and having a fun time in Kyoto. So there were a few seats at the bar available that I could see when we walked through there maybe about half an hour ago. So we'll see if we can get a seat in there. If not, then we'll just walk around until we find something.
麦わらの星の君が揺れてマリーゴールドに似てるあれは空がまだ青い夏のこと懐かしいと笑えたあの日の恋もう離れないでと泣きそうな目で ました。その余韻で見てください。ありがとうございます。
That's kind of funny. You gotta go upstairs to go downstairs again. So yeah, to go through to cross north to get to the buses, you actually have to go upstairs, and then you actually have to go upstairs again through where it says JR lines. That was very confusing to me. It makes sense if you look at the map, but it doesn't make sense sign-wise, especially because Google Maps doesn't explain any of it all to you. It's really weird walking through a crowded place and being taller than almost everybody. To give you an idea of what my eye line looks like, where's the lens? This is about my eye level. And as you can see, it might be hard to see from the camera angle, but you can see the top of almost everyone's heads. Yeah, so we're going to Porta dining. And so here it is, craft beer market. Oop, see some? Yeah, a bit more gaijins than I would like, but that's probably just literally because it has an English name and it's in a big station. Okay, guys, so this is the Bear Brewing Ferrari citrusy IPA from Shizuoka. Kanpai. Let's see. Ooh, that's really citrusy. It might be about the most citrusy IPA I've ever had. It's got a really clean bitterness from the hop stone. That's really refreshing. Some IPAs can be really heavy with it. See that this one's kind of clear. Oh, it's great for the Japanese summer, that's for sure. Wow, great summer beer. Pretty yeasty smell. Yeah, pretty light citrusy smell. That's great. If I wasn't going to sample a few different beers, I would have another of that. That's awesome. Okay, let's try the, I forget the name of it. I'll put it on screen, the name of the little piece of food you get for paying the table charge. But I have no idea what this is. I believe it's some sort of pickled vegetable, and let's try it. Wow. I have never tasted something like that before. It has that sort of meaty vegetable thing that artichokes do. I don't like that one bit. That's the first food in Japan I've had that I don't like at all. The texture is so gelatinous and yet also fibrous too. And yeah, I'm glad I tried it, but I don't think I'll finish that. Okay, so I ordered the special menu, smoked edamame, and an Asahi beer, half and half, which I think is going to be a black and tan, because I know they had black lager and regular lager. Okay, so the Asahi half and half is certainly not a black and tan, but the color's kind of amber, so I don't know what to expect. Let's taste it. Kanpai. Smells like beer. Smells a little bit like an amber or something like that. Let's taste it. It tastes like you mixed a really dark beer with a lighter beer. It's not black and tan, it's left hand. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. Yeah, it's got sort of a smooth mouthfeel. And it's got a little bit of the bitterness and some of the dark smokiness of the dark beer. But it's still got a little bit of brightness and bitterness from the light beer. That's pretty good. I might actually try that at home. And how about the smoked edamame?
I can actually smell. If you get close, you can actually smell the smokiness on them. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's cold. It tastes exactly as you'd expect. If you smoked edamame a little bit, that's what it would taste like.
They taste like beans, basically. They've got a savory taste to them. They're usually served salted and
But they're cold, which is kind of. I don't think I've ever had edamame that went hot. Maybe they serve it both ways in Japan.
Time for the main course. Since this was an Italian place, I got pizza. I was adventurous and went for the Duck and Leek with miso sauce pizza.
Okay, guys, so this is the duck pizza. I got the optional egg topping. They got some green onions on there and some duck, obviously. It looks real good. Let's see how it is.
it's good, not great. Crust is good, not great. Not bad, but I've had better. So the temperature they cook the crust at is a little bit low. It's not super crispy. Other than that, the technique is okay. It's kind of Neapolitan style. It's not bad, but it's okay. It's just okay. Maybe the next slice is really bad.
They weren't. They were about the same. The main flaw of this pizza was the lack of salt on the duck slices. That and the duck having been cooked rare made it hard to just bite off a piece and chew. Contrast this with pepperoni, which is firm and easy to bite through. That said, the warm taste of the duck contrasted well with the pungency of the green onions. The crust was the best part, about a 7 out of 10. It was chewy and a little crispy, but floppier than I'd like, and lacking depth in the flavor. The soft egg on top was an interesting savory addition, which kind of made its own extra sauce for the pizza. Overall, I give this pizza a 5 out of 10. The more conventional pizzas on the menu would have been a better choice. Well, we're almost at the hotel, so it's that time again. If you've made it this far and haven't pressed like, please do so. If you want to help me with the algorithm, let me know what you thought of the video in the comments. And if you liked this video and want to see more great videos just like it, hit subscribe. There's a lot more great content on its way. And if the next video in this series is already up when you watch this video, it's on screen right now. See you there.